hope that everyone stays safe as much as they can out there.
Well, certainly, as much as they can. I mean, I can't believe what people are going through out there. Matt, obviously we have our winds here, but it's nothing compared to what's going on right now in the Caribbean.
No, and you know, it's, you got to think, put it in perspective. This is one of the most powerful hurricanes to ever move through the Atlantic basin, and definitely the most powerful hurricane to ever hit Jamaica. Right now, it is moving towards Cuba. A lot of wind and rain there for both Jamaica and Cuba right now. It tells you how large this storm is. So even though the eye is well past Jamaica at this point, still dealing with wind, still dealing with rain, and now that is starting to ramp up there for the island of Cuba there as well. So at this point, it's a Category 4 storm. Winds are still at 130 miles per hour. So they're not the 185 that we saw today, but still 130 miles per hour. And of course, I've been talking a lot about pressure. Again, that's just how much air is in the core of this storm. And again, the lower that pressure, the more air is going to try and swoop into that storm to fill that void. And that's how those winds end up getting so strong. In fact, this was the third strongest hurricane in the Atlantic in history, with Hurricane Wilma being the strongest at 882 back in 2005. In terms of our weather, of course, we had that cold front come through, and we are seeing those effects now. As you see, 57 right now, Meridian, Hamilton to Goldthwaite, 65 in College Station. Still have that spread. Again, a couple of reasons why. Obviously, there's the north to south spread of temperatures anyway, but the other side of it, of course, is the cold front came through our northern communities first. That's why they're a little bit cooler today and tonight. Wind advisory remains in effect through 6 p.m. tomorrow. Of course, the big thing with this particular cold front was not necessarily how much it was going to drop our temperatures, but how much wind it was going to bring with us. Of course, we have wind gusts as high as 45 miles per hour expected for tomorrow. That's why we have this wind advisory in effect. Again, out there right now, sustained winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Again, it is not at 140 miles per hour in Waco. There is something going on with our sensor there at the airport. So hopefully that gets fixed in the next 24 hours or so. But again, 10 to 20, that's kind of what we're seeing sustained. In terms of wind gusts, anywhere between 25 and 30 right now. And things are actually calming down here in the 10 o'clock hour, but they will ramp right on back up tomorrow. By daybreak tomorrow, wind gusts 15 to 20. By the afternoon, though, 35, 40 miles per hour. That's what we have in our forecast, and that's why we've been telling you to make sure that all your yard decor, you know, the Halloween decorations, the lawn chairs, whatever the case may be, make sure it's either inside or it is strapped down with something heavy duty, because it will fly away. And again, that makes for some very odd-looking tumbleweeds across central Texas. In terms of what we expect, though, as we head through the day tomorrow, by the time we get to tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, things do calm down for us, and they're going to stay calm as we head through the next several days. And I've got some really nice temperatures during the days for you, but those mornings are going to be downright chilly. In fact, tomorrow morning as you wake up, I showed you earlier, temperatures are going to be in those mid-50s as you wake up tomorrow morning, but it's going to feel like it's in those lower to middle 40s once you factor in the wind. And as we head on towards Thursday morning, you ready for this? How about feels like temperatures in the middle 30s, especially west of I-35, where again it's going to be a little bit drier. So when you wake up Thursday morning, make sure you have the big coat handy. I know it's probably been in the closet for the better part of the last 11 or 12 months, but you might want to bring it out. But again, dress in layers, because by Thursday we already see that warm up starting to take place. A couple of degrees warmer on Thursday than Wednesday. In fact, Thursday afternoon, once the wind is gone, Wednesday night, once we get to Thursday, 67 and calm. That's going to be pretty nice on Thursday. Halloween, 71. That's just about perfect, exactly what you'd expect for this time of the year. And again, as we get towards trick-or-treating, probably going to be in those upper 60s, going to be pretty nice there. And then we continue the warming trend into the weekend, 76, 79 for your weekend. And then we'll see things back up into those upper 70s as we head into next week. Remember to keep up with all this. You can download our 6 Plus app. It's free. Just got to download it on your smart TV.
Matt, thank you.